Hey everybody, Matthew Solomon here, and today's video topic, you may have to strap yourselves in for this one. Millennials are on to something. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I'm a coach. I coach you on whatever it is that you want to experience, have, and achieve in your life. People who work with me find themselves happier and blissful and joyous regularly. I'm also an award-winning filmmaker and a father of three, and I put all this stuff to use every day. Millennials are on to something. Now I know a lot. So I'm Gen X, and my most of my friends are the same generation, and I know there's this thing about millennials that they're entitled, they don't know how to connect, do whatever they want to do, they don't work, blah blah blah, whatever. I'm going to get into that because there's something there that's worth acknowledging. Now, with whatever I share here, with whatever I say, don't take it as truth. Don't take it as the only truth. This is my experience. This is how I see things based on how I work with people. I invite you to try it on. Just check it out, and here's the thing, like us Gen Xers, we're cynical. That was our job. That's been our job, to push back against authority, to know that there's a different way, there's something else out there, there's something not working, there's something not right. We're up against that. So bring that cynicism to this conversation, to anything that I say. But check it out, because I've put a lot of thought into this. I've delayed sharing about this for many, many, many months, maybe even a year. But here's the thing, millennials are onto something. Their attitude is, I'll do whatever I want. I just want to be happy. I'm going to, go here, travel here, go to Bali, whatever. My neighbor was over here. He's older than me, and he was talking to my daughter, and we were talking to her about like her math homework or something, and she didn't want to do it. And he's like, well, what if you get in a job and you don't like your job? And she's like, I'll get another job. It's like, no, but you can't just go get another job. And she's like, yes, I can. And for me as a coach, I'm like, if somebody came to me, said they hated their job, one of the first things I would say, well, why don't you get another job? And it may not work for them to get another job, and there's stuff to heal, and it's all very individualized to that person, whether they stay in the job or not. But that's the attitude. That's what I've spent my life getting back to, is choice. Because for me, and I think a lot of us in the Gen X generation, like, we knew there were things that were not right. We knew things weren't working. We were raised on Soundgarden and Nirvana and Public Enemy and NWA and Tribe Called Quest and Rage Against the Machine and all this pushback, because shit wasn't right. And a lot of us still conformed in a lot of ways, because we were still we kind of have to fit in, we kind of have to make this work. Versus our parents' generation, baby boomers, who, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of them, they were still conformists, but there were things that opened with them. There was the cynicism with us, and then the millennials are kind of taking that ball and running with it. And, one of the things that had me start in this conversation and looking at millennials is when Chris Cornell passed away, when he committed suicide last year. And he, to me, he was, as a musician, I measured all of my music against him. How did it stand up? He was it for me. As far as modern, I mean, I have a lot of other influences, but damn. And for him to commit suicide, along with many others of our generation that did, more so than other generations of musicians, it had me really start to look at why have we been so unhappy? I would imagine, the generation of therapy. I know we're the medicated. I know, you know, a lot of us are not happy. You know who's happy? The ones of us who are going to pole dancing classes because they found something that they love that makes them feel sexy, that energizes them. You know who's happy? My client who went all the way to Arizona to buy this special bike because that particular bike she knew was going to be perfect for her, and she's been riding all weekend and having an amazing time. You know who's happy? My other client who dances every morning now because she's like, this makes me happy. I don't care who's around, what's going. My other client went down, took a trip to the beach. She had to drive to do it. She had to plan to do it. She had to have me and other people in my group program hold her accountable to do it. And she went and she did it. And things have opened up for her in an incredible way. So as a coach, as a human being of my particular generation, I've worked really hard to get to the place of choice and doing what I want to do, doing what I feel pulled to do, doing what makes me happy and what lights me up. This is why I'm doing these videos. This is why I started coaching. And so the millennial generation are doing that. Like, their natural inclination is, I'm going to do what I want. And they get the pushback, and they get, the grunt of, people who are not, who are like, you can't do it like that. Even though I think secretly a lot of us want to do it. Now, they have their challenges, right? And there is the technology thing, and there is the, lack of human connection. I was talking to a parent, the other day, and we were saying how, I started to say how, the kids, they're all communicating through text and it's not real connection. But to them it is. And it's real for them. And so the place to start is that's what's real for them. And, if they can take the do what I want, do what feels good, and do what lights me up, and do what makes me happy, and then learn the human connection part and sit in front of somebody face to face and just be with them. There's this whole Tantra thing that I've been in the discovery of that will be another topic for another time. But, westernized stuff, Tantra is all about sex, but it's not. It's about how you live your life. It's about connection. It's about experiencing our wholeness. And when you can sit in front of another person face to face and feel that person's soul, it's not even seeing their soul, it's feeling their soul, knowing they feel yours. And you can do that with another person and fill up the room and get that we're all connected. Damn. So you get to do whatever the fuck you want. There's a thing out of the mouths of babes. Kids say the darndest things. Let's take what they have to offer. I hired a coach last year, 21, 22-year-old girl from, I forget where you're from, Genevieve, I'm sorry, but South Carolina, something like that, Genevieve Rackham. And I'm like, this girl's like 21, 22. I'm 44. I got kids. I'm divorced. I followed her for a year. Her videos were great. And I'm like, well, I don't know what she can coach me on. And I talked to her for like 15 minutes. I was like, yeah, I need some of that. Because it was all, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Do what feels good. So, I have a group program starting up February 28th. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Do whatever the fuck you want. Something like that. I don't know. The link is here. Click on it. join in. It's going to be awesome. Everybody that works with me, everybody that works with me has profound shifts in their life, and they feel happier and more joyful. They feel a happiness and bliss that they don't, in a lot of ways, remember experiencing. So join me in that. I'm also, the month of March, I'm doing daily meditations. I'm going to have guest meditators come in. You're going to see how easy it is, how quick it can be, and how beneficial it is for your life. So please like and share and keep following. I'm available to work one-on-one also if you want to kick all of this into high gear and have access to me all day, every day. For when shit comes up, I can be like boom, 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 boom. That's it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.